From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Drop deep, drop deep. Check, 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 check.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
He really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
56. Check 56.
First down, Winston. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Now, this series between the 49ers and the Bucs began back in 1977 in Tampa Bay's 2nd year in the NFL. It's been a series that the 49ers have dominated, 17-7 overall, although Tampa has won the last 2 meetings.
56 is the mic. 56 is the mic.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 30.
No.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
56, right there, 56.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. SOS.
They go play action. Winston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. On first down, here's Breida. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Levante David in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 5-yard.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Check.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts.
Here we go.
Good for over 800 yards rushing. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
45. Mike, 45.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Breida. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st down, San Francisco.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, 49ers.
Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the ball is knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go.
inside the red zone. It's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. You that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Garoppolo finding Goodwin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Check. 21. One, Omaha.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 25 on second down, Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
50. Check 56. Here I come. Check 9. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Go Trey. Spell. 56. Hey, stop. Easy.
Throwing on second and 14. Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This is taken at his 4. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Please take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready?
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's brought down after a very nice game. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Garoppolo, and he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis there to make the grab. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Garoppolo again. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down now, it's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Get the ball.
They'll run it here with Hunt. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big run by Kareem Hunt. 48 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
Green, 56 to Mike.
56 to Mike.
I got it.
56. Mike.
56. Wait.
56.
Let's go.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Meredith there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Second and 7 at the 22-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They run again with Breida. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
21.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. They find some open field here. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend as they have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Buccaneers, 19. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready? Blue ready. 56 is the mic. I got wide. Check 13. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy. Hey. Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Ready? White 25. Right there. 56. Right here. Shoot. Hey, watch edge. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. D Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. To try again after the sack. Winston, and the pressure gets to him again. D Ford getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 3rd down.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Gets it to Meredith complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And they get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Here's Bradley Pena now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now this is fielded in the end zone. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Winston now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down.
Just work with me a second here because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Now Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Here's Hunt. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
12.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
54 Mike. 54's Mike.
X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, gun.
Check. He's checking.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Watch the safety creep.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
You got it.
Brought down by Barry. It's a gain of 16 yards, but it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Under crunch. I got you. Roy. 45's the mic.
They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Black 22. 54. Mike 54. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know. Hey, stop. Hey, switch gears. Under 10. 10. Kill. Mike 3, Mike 54. You can't block me.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bosa brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So the victory here for San Francisco. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Niners, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.